It's not just Shein. Why are all your clothes worse now? You know what it is? Back in the day, t-shirts were thicker, were so much better feeling. Have you noticed that? If you compare a dad's t-shirt to a shirt today, today's shirt thinner, less like material used, worse stitching, etc., etc. Dude, and then you compare your dad's shirt, his old 10 fucking year shirt, and it's thick. It's made well. It's made with like a genuine, I don't know, man. That's the reason why I've been thinking about wanting to like thrift.
For it because my family is middle class. Now that I'm here, I'm noticing two main things. One is that everything is kind of affordable, which was definitely not the case in high school. The other thing that I'm noticing is that everything is just a little bit shittier than you would want it to be. I'm seeing a lot of like loose threads on things.
Yeah, oh my god, dude. The amount of like loose threads that you buy from new clothing is crazy.
A lot of stuff.
The children nowadays are so much worse at stitching. Yeah, dude, can somebody like teach them how to do it?
That's just made out of 100%
Old
synthetic fabric.
shirts from the 1990s I still have and
nice,
still are good
firm,
for wearing around the
that
house.
I associated with Abercrombie.
Abercrombie still does sell some high-quality clothing.
Actually, I really like this dress and would totally buy it.
And I'm glad they've decided to start using normal lighting in their stores. But seeing so much cheap and low-quality stuff there made me wonder, did clothing used to be better when I was a teenager? Not just at Abercrombie, but across the board. So I scoured eBay, Depop, and Posh.
I've been thinking of wanting to try sewing my own clothes. But it's so nerve-wracking. I don't know what it is. It is so nerve-wracking.
For clothes from trusted brands of the 90s and 2000s.
Like, I bought this shit for $100 fucking bucks, and then now I'm gonna like, do I trust myself to like be able to do it? No, I don't.
Then I went to those same stores and bought the 2024 version of each item.
Abercrombie was like legendary for really high quality denim.
To compare the old and new, I got help from Amanda McCarty.
I worked as a buyer in the fashion industry for about 20 years. In the span of my career, I saw how what we sell people changed. The two major changes, I would say, are one, nothing fits properly anymore. It's not you, it's nothing about your body, you're great. And two, the longevity of these clothes, even how you
to be fair, it's hard. Everybody's bodies are so different.
feel when you put them on has degraded so much. It's just not a good deal.
It's not just in my head, it has gotten harder to find quality clothes that last, even at brands you used to like. If you're wondering why,
lately I've been thrifting my clothes and fixing mistakes with a denim patch and stuff. Damn, all
keep
right.
watching.
All
I want
right.
you to think about how many new pieces of clothing you bought last year. If you're anything like the average American, it was around 68. In 1980, that number was 12. But wait,
sorry,
it
wait,
gets
sorry.
crazier.
What is that number for?
Clothing you bought last year. If you're anything like the average American, it was around 68. In 1980, that number was 12.
Bro, this is literally me and the way that I buy clothes. Oh my god. I hate buying pants.
But wait, it gets crazier. In the 80s, Americans spent about 7% of their annual income
Someone
on clothes.
has said
Today,
it before, but Warframe has a skill-based merch where you can only buy it once you reached certain rank in game. In this
Dude, imagine if they did that for League of
it's
Legends,
30.
dude. Imagine the amount
You
of
actually
fucking
verify
losers
it
getting
and
their
all.
challenger
It's
shirt. I'm
so
kidding.
cool.
it's just 3%. We spend half as much, even though we're buying 5 times more. This Abercrombie ad from the 80s helps explain why. The high-quality wool was a huge selling point. They even tell you exactly where it's from. And notice how they say this is part of their fall collection? Because in the 80s and 90s, stores only had new clothes a couple times a year. Usually a spring-summer collection and a fall-winter collection. And designers would start working on each collection up to 9 months in advance. Because clothing production takes a lot of work. They had to think of hundreds of unique designs and whittle them down to the dozen or so best ones, send the designs to the factory, go back and forth with them for months to create a prototype, choose the best fabric.
Guys, I'm gonna give it a buck. I don't understand how people like enjoy shopping for clothes. I really do not enjoy shopping for clothes. I hate it. I hate it so fucking much. And I don't even know if it's because like I'm bigger or something like that. Maybe it's because it is. But like I don't like it. I hate it so much. I hate it so fucking much. I was thinking of buying the same 10 shirts so I could just use the same fucking shirt that I like. I don't enjoy it. I really don't enjoy it.
The right embellishments, and figure out the proportions for different sizes. After all that, they'd place a massive order with the factory and then just pray the design would sell. It was kind of like a game of chance. You'd place 2 huge bets per year, and if you're
like, I remember seeing the design, liking it, wearing it, and I'm like, oh, I don't like how it looks. Wearing it, trying out, oh, I don't like how it looks. Doing it, trying it, ugh. If only it was a little bit slimmer in the waist. Trying it, boom. I don't know, dude. It doesn't make me feel good. It is because you have a body image issues a bit, which is understandable with lipedema and your body swelling in other ways. Oh shit.
styles flopped, you'd be stuck with a whole bunch of clothes you'd have to sell at a discount or just throw away. That risk is why so much care and thoughtfulness.
You know what it is? I think that I just need to learn how to sew. I think that, like, I just need to accept the fact that I do have a very different body type and whatever, and I just need to learn how to sew and do it myself.
Went into making each piece of clothing,
instead of just complaining.
And why you could expect quality at every price point, even discount stores like Sears or JCPenney. Just look at the way JCPenney advertised their suits.
It's not that hard, though, to buy clothes. Oh, shit. For me, it is. Because I don't think you understand. I'm 5'2", and I have an insane... This is not even like a whatever. It's unfortunate because, like, I don't have the normal body type. So, like, whenever I buy pants, I needed it to be tailor fit, or else it just won't fit me, and I look bad. And et cetera, et cetera.
This ad from the 80s.
Two-piece suits that are expertly tailored, classically designed, and have an elegant touch.
They're not selling you on the price or the trendiness, but on the craftsmanship and design. Even one of the cheaper suits on the market was still pretty high quality.
You have it so hard being wanted so bad on China's social media. Okay. That's just so crazy to me. But yeah, dude, I just need to learn how to, like, alter it myself. I think that'll be, like, the best thing I could ever do for myself is to learn how to sew.
Which is probably why, if you adjust for inflation, this 100...
Oh, and then you just always buy something bigger in your size, like something like really big, have extra fabric, and then you have like the canvas of the world of, like, you know what I mean?
$160 suit would cost $600 today. If you go to JCPenney now, you can easily get a two-piece suit for under $200. So in the 80s and 90s, people were buying fewer clothes, but they'd be well-made pieces that would be worn for years. And keeping up with all the trends, well, that was something only wealthy people could do.
Pull the latest Briones and charge them to our account.
Yes, ma'am.
What are Briones? 6 months of my car payments plus a car.
Then came a little store called Zara, and everything began to change. The New York Times coined the term fast fashion in this
Zara was that old? Holy shit.
1989 article about the first US store of Zara. The latest trend is what we're after, a Zara executive told the Times. It takes 15 days between a new idea and getting it into the stores. Remember, that took most stores 9 months. How did Zara do it in 15 days? By streamlining this part of the production process with something called greige goods. Rather than manufacturing overseas, Zara built their own high-tech factories in Spain, all connected to headquarters by an underground monorail. There, robots working around the clock cut and dye fabrics to create unfinished, uncolored pieces that can be turned into any garment. Once a design is created, Zara can
Yo, this music is... I'm with this music, dude. It's making me like, what's going on?
send those greige goods to their network of small shops in nearby regions where they're transformed into finished dresses, trousers, and tops. Instead of huge orders, Zara makes a small batch of each style to start with. The retail stores can then send feedback to headquarters about what's selling and what's not, and they can quickly ramp up production on whatever's popular, restocking within days if needed. It massively reduced the risk that came with clothing production.
Interesting. What the f?
Of losing money on clearance sales or throwing away unsold goods, Zara's styles often sell out quickly. The designers don't have to predict trends a year in advance. They can just respond to fashion trends as they emerge, though sometimes that gets a little sketchy. For example, here's a look from the high fashion designer Celine from a collection that debuted on the Vogue runway in 2013. This skirt would have retailed for at least $1,000.
1,000? Oh, off. No fucking way. 1,000 just for some fabric. Shut the up. What do you mean 1,000?
And here's a very similar looking skirt.
They look 1-to-1. How much did Zara do it for?
Selling on Zara's website for just $80. According to the Wayback Machine, Zara had this skirt for sale by August, which would have been just a few weeks after Celine's version landed.
Oh my god! A few weeks. Imagine being this artista and you're trying to like be the most like unique motherfucker ever and you get copied in weeks. Oh hell no.
Landed in boutiques.
Oh my.
To
be fair, I don't think fashion should be that expensive. I think $1,000 for a skirt is stupid as
runway knockoffs and how quickly Zara could get them into stores were wildly popular.
And it was not even like a special skirt too. Like, you know those jackets that cost really a lot?
Undercutting
But
for the
they're,
consumers
like,
for the
insane.
win.
You could see why it cost 1,000, you know what I mean? Like it was some crazy leather or like some crazy like fitted whatever. But like, nah, dude, I just can't see that skirt costing 1,000. It's just insane.
By August 2008, Zara's parent company Inditex became the world's largest fashion retailer. This is also when you had the rise of two other fast fashion giants of the new millennium, Forever 21 and H&M.
Forever 21 and H&M are so shit.
Which pioneered a new way.
Forever 21 adds like some bullshit text to your nice shirt for some reason. Like, live, laugh, love in their... I'm not buying that shit!
To bring the runway to the masses. They'd partner with luxury designers to make exclusive lines for H&M at affordable prices, starting with Karl Lagerfeld in 2004.
God, is it true? Of course it's true.
This part of the story, it seems sort of like a win for the 99%. Fast fashion was making it so that anyone could wear runway designs while they were still popular. That was a new thing. Of course, encouraging lots of consumers to buy low-cost clothes that would go out of style quickly would shockingly have some downsides too, but we'll come back to that. Because we can't give the minds behind Zara and H&M all the credit for the rise of fast fashion. We also have to give some credit to Bill Clinton?
Booba? I'm sorry.
No, not because of his sick style. In 1994, President Clinton signed NAFTA, the North American Free Trade Agreement, which made it cheaper to make clothes in Mexico. And a few years later...
Did you know that Uniqlo ruined Japan when it came with their fashion ecosystem?
He normalized trade relations with
China.
Textile factories started moving out of the US because now clothing retailers had access to the largest pool of cheap labor in human history.
Same idea.
Luckily, there was a law from the 70s, the multi-fiber arrangement, which limited how much clothing American and European countries could import from other nations. Unfortunately, the World Trade Organization let it expire in 2005, ushering the heyday of fast fashion. Because now, there was nothing stopping companies from producing everything in the countries with the lowest wages, the fewest labor laws, and the laxest environmental regulations. We've arrived at the fashion landscape that I remember from my teens. In the 2000s, you had 4 distinct buying options.
Uniqlo at the bottom, damn. What's the second one? Urban Outfitters. American Apparel, Express. Dude, I don't give a shit. As long as it looks good, like, what does it matter? And if you like it, you like it, right? J.C. Penney. I've never heard of that. Century 20. I've never heard of this. I've heard of these, but I've never heard of these. Never heard of these, but I've heard of these.
Ranging in price and quality. High fashion or luxury brands, department stores, mall brands, and fast fashion. But these days, it kind of feels like the bottom of this pyramid has collapsed and everything's a little cheaper and shittier. J. Crew, Anthropologie, Abercrombie, these didn't used to be considered fast
Nordstrom was
fashion,
peak for
but
nicer casual wear.
now they arguably are. And that's because of
Guys, by the way, I need to buy skiing clothes. Any recommendations of where to buy skiing clothes?
very big things that changed the experience of shopping into the hellscape of today. The first is the 2008 financial crisis.
Ski
Middle-class
mask.
consumers no longer
that a
had
name?
as much money to spend, so they began drifting over to
The ski shop, the ski store, North Face. Well, guys, I don't know what the I don't know how to do this. I've never really bought this kind of clothes before, so this is very new to me. The ski clothes seller. Okay, ski clothing, Decathlon. Salomon is good. North Face. Okay. How about Google? Well, dude, I want to know what other people are wearing in my chat. I want to see like ski mask, skin. Okay. I like Burton. Demi Vis America for base pro pyramid. What is that? Less about the clothes, more about the layers. Layers equal warm, so you can lose some if you get too hot. Okay. I don't know if Diedrichsen has skiing gear, but their winter stuff is quality. Oh, interesting. Okay, noted. Guys, I'm gonna be so cold. You'll be able to find anything. The thing is, I just want to get it now so that I don't have to like worry about it later. Like I buy ski clothes now and I just like die with it, I guess. I'll never like buy new ones. So I just want to get something nice. Absolutely bring sunscreen. Oh, don't forget sunscreen. Okay. Skiers, if ski store is international, I would recommend it. It's a base pro shop pyramid. What the f is that? Hello everyone! I'm having a special Christmas plushie drop of one of my mascots, Boomy. This will be available until December ends, so do not worry. There's a lot of time to buy your own little Boomy. Much love everybody and happy holidays.
cheaper options.
KFC,
While
hi
all of the
Glazor.
other non-fast fashion retailers were struggling, Forever 21 was opening store after store after store. H&M, the same thing. Zara is spreading into other
Oh man, I really hope I get my glasses soon. I've been getting like crazy headaches again.
cities. And so the conversation
Colombia.
began, how do we compete here? What if we continue to show the same prices on the price tags that we always have? But
let me
we
drink
know
medicine just in case.
that we're going to sell most of the units of that style on sale. And we plan for that.
So let's say this dress costs $40 to make, and it retailed for $100 in 2007. In 2010, during the recession, the retailer would keep the price tag at $100, but expect that most pieces will only sell once it goes on sale. So they'll only spend, let's say, $15 to make it, so they'll still make a profit. And how do you make clothes for cheap? Well, by making cheaper clothes. You add synthetic materials like polyester instead of selling pure natural fibers like cotton and wool. You skimp on details like pockets, buttons, and zippers, and offer less sizes. I could see all these things play out in the clothing I bought, like these men's jeans from Abercrombie from the 2000s versus now. The vintage pair weighs a hefty 761 grams and is 100% cotton.
Holy shit, that's heavy. What the
long-lasting, really high-quality denim. They have a decent amount of distressing on here that was probably done by hand to sort of break down areas, make them softer. In the fast fashion era, a lot of this is skipped, where it's just like, let's just spray them with acid or do other things that are like actually like very toxic.
I tried to buy from Levi's and they are not nice. They're not very nice on big bootied girls.
The new pair weighs less at 720 grams and is a cotton elastane blend.
This is that fast fashion trick of, okay, if we add a little bit of stretch, it will fit more people theoretically. And
it always fits me, but it's always too like, dude, I just like, bro, my ass is just
be
not
less
breathing.
likely to return them. But
Putting elastane in jeans shortens the lifespan pretty significantly. Those elastane fibers that are woven in here, they're plastic and they break. And the more you wash them, the sooner they break. But you get into this.
Finding modern good jeans is almost impossible today. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, right? Have you guys also like felt that? Dude, oh man, I'm so sad. Finally, after 10 years, my jeans have finally, like, it's been too long and I've used it almost like every single time I go out. And it was like the same jeans and it finally like GG'd, you know what I mean? So I was like, oh man. And it's one of those GGs where you can't really fix it. It's like actually like, it's just too old. And I'm like, oh man. And now I'm trying to buy new ones and nothing is like the same. Like nothing is the same like feeling of like quality. Does that make sense? So like I've been struggling on finding new jeans because like it's just not the same quality, man. It just doesn't feel as good.
Wash the jeans more often to get them to go back to size because they get stretched out.
The other main difference between these jeans, the zippers.
We have a legit, luxurious zipper, long-lasting.
Okay, what is this brand that she's talking about? Because like, bro,
100% metal.
Is it just an old random pants?
Like these are things that you take for granted until you get a bad zipper. The new pair, when you were trying to unzip these,
oh, it's old versus
that
new.
sound, you can feel like this zipper is going to be a problem soon. This is a difference of maybe 50 cents, but it's a pennies game to get the pricing to work with the targets you're given.
Another area
this
that you
sucks
can
for
really
me
see
too, cause I lost like 150 pounds and now I can't find clothes worth anything to buy and nothing old fits satch.
Quality degraded is with sweaters. We compared an Anthropologie sweater from today to a vintage sweater made in the 90s.
God, look at that. You could literally see the dude, I'm telling you, man. I need to start like, bro, rummaging through my grandmother's clothes.
This sweater is Liz Claiborne, which is like Anthropologie before Anthropologie.
The vintage sweater is 100% wool. The one made today is 100% polyester.
Bruh. See, this is the reason why I've been like looking at the fabric thingy. I always go for wool and cotton now. I only go for those two. And that's
the vintage sweater has metal buttons.
Spaghetti.
The other one has no buttons at all. The vintage sweater is a size medium. The one made today.
Also, polyester doesn't feel good. I don't like it. I do not like polyester. I hate the way it feels. It feels really icky. I do like cotton though. Cotton is my like favorite.
It's one size.
When I see one size in something, I'm like, oh, it's because they couldn't afford to buy it in sizes.
I've never felt cashmere.
Even with all these cost-cutting measures, traditional retailers were struggling. And that's around the time private equity firms started buying them up, saddling them with debt, and letting all the business decisions be made by finance bros whose idea of fashion is that Patagonia
finance bros
vest over a gingham shirt. And on top of all that, there's still that other huge change that I mentioned, the final death knell in quality clothing, the internet. Social media and fast fashion are a match made in heaven.
Bro, me buying my fucking Minecraft.
Social media helps shorten our attention spans, which extends to fashion trends too, which cycle through faster and faster. That makes fast fashion indispensable to influencers who rely on a steady stream of new clothes for their content. This puts pressure on all of us to wear a totally unique, never-before-seen outfit every single day.
What? People give a fuck about that? What?
Which is pretty hard.
Lizzie McGuire, you are an outfit repeater.
I guess now it's time to talk about Shein, Zara's more chaotic little sister, the logical conclusion of fast fashion. Shein is a company that focuses on selling as much hyper-trendy, super low-quality clothing they can for mind-blowingly cheap prices. Shein raked in close to $10 billion in 2020.
Holy shit!
The biggest clothing retailer in the world, even beating out Amazon.
Guys, man, I need Christmas to like come up faster. I'm running out of socks.
In the US. Shein is not just fast fashion, it's instant fashion. Zara can get products from drawing board to store in 15 days, Shein can do it in 3. Zara can release
You need the family clothing version? Yeah, dude, I need it so bad.
Shein
also, I tried to buy socks here. I bought the smallest size of the socks. It was still too big for me. And I'm like, bro, is there no like short women here? Like, dude, what the fuck are we doing? I don't understand. Like, I know I'm short. Don't get me wrong. I know that I'm in the UK at all. But like, okay, hear me out. There should be other fucking small women as well. Like, dude, I'm not gonna be like the only fucking, like, dude, like they're treating me as if I'm like the only fucking short fucking kid. Whatever.
Will release that many in just a couple weeks. So how do they do it? Rather than functioning as a cohesive clothing manufacturer with its own factories, Zara, Shein is more like Amazon, a huge marketplace selling clothes from thousands of independent Chinese factories. And it treats those factories sort of like Uber treats its drivers. The factories are hooked up.
Walker, thank you for 5 months. Dude, yeah,
Or 5 months already.
Ran out of socks, so I asked to borrow some of Debbie. I don't know what the fuck broke on microphone. No, because dude, come on, man. Shut up! It's not. Okay, Debbie, for real though. That is my socks! That is literally my socks! Whatever, dude. Compared to his hand is diabolical. Dude, guys, he needs to unfold this part, okay? Like, it's a bit longer than that, alright? Noridas, like, you should give it a song. Okay, for reference with how small my feet are, I think I am a size, a US male size 6? 5.5, I think? 5.5 to 6, I think is my size for my feet. Male? Yeah, so that you guys, because I know that the majority are male. Male? Yes. For female, I'm a 7.5. Because I have wide feet. But I usually, if I could, go for 7.
Deme, have you thought about shopping at your local hospital in the neonatal area?
What? No, I have not.
To Shein software that collects real-time feedback about which items are selling well and which aren't. The software
walking on knobs. My 5-year-old nephew. Guys, it's dude, I promise you my feet aren't that small. It's the socks stretch, guys. Guys, oh my dude, please. I'm not going to like show you my feet just to prove this, but like my feet is bigger than that, okay? My feet is bigger than that. It's not tiny like that, dude. Okay, this first photo is killing me. Why the is he putting the picture like that? I swear to God, it's bigger than this. I swear to God. Oh my God, bro, I'm actually pissed now. We want proof. Yo, let me see. Guys, you do not want to see my flat feet.
Sends alerts to the factory owners' phones to ramp up or slow down production. It's Zara's small batch production on steroids. And just like other billionaires, Shein finds creative
or something size 0 amount.
No, I don't. So that's why you wanted these shoes. Makes sense to me. Okay. So what if I wanted those shoes? Those shoes are fire. I don't give a
ways to avoid US taxes. See, when you buy something from Shein, your clothes are shipped to you directly from the factory in China. There's no big Amazon-style warehouses in the US full of Shein dresses. And since packages valued at under $800 can enter the US duty-free,
Deme, you are so
Shein
brave being only 52 centimeters tall. One day you will be able to reach the top of most tables with technology.
This is pretty much always exempt from consumer goods tariffs.
Are your legs similar to
feet
this?
Pics exposed.
Okay, are we serious right now? Dude. Are we actually serious right now, dude?
That exemption, it's called de minimis, was originally created.
Okay, now I look like a funny haha. Look at this girl. She really thought that she's gonna get socks in the UK that fits her. Whatever, dude. Now I just feel silly.
Created so you could buy
now
a rug or a lamp while you're on vacation and ship it back to yourself without having to pay tariffs. Not for big clothing retailers. 50 years of fast fashion and ultra fast fashion has completely changed our relationship with
Shop
clothes.
in the kids section. Kids section, Demi. Are you guys actually joking with me? Or are you guys like actually genuinely like, hey, Demi, I think you might need to? Like, are you guys silly with me? Or are you guys like unironically like, dude, it's like... It's not even that.
Instead of being something to cherish and care for, they're now just another cheap and disposable plastic consumer good. Thanks to fast fashion, clothing retail is in a race to the bottom death spiral. Everything is fast fashion now. And the thing is, all this overproduction, it does—
Guys, you know what? I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I order from the kids menu because the portion size of UK, like, portion sizes are too big.
Doesn't just affect clothing quality. When private equity and fast fashion companies greedily maximize their profits no matter what
It's
the
true,
cost,
though.
that hurts workers across the entire—
Guys, one, I don't waste food. No, listen. This is actually so base. I don't care. Sometimes the portion sizes are way too big, and I know it's gonna be too big. And so I buy from the kids section. Not only is it cheaper, but it's actually the right portion for me. Like, dude, I don't think you understand. For me to lose weight, I need to like have like 1,200 calories. Bro, dude, I'm fucked.
Textile supply chain. Now, mass-producing clothing has always relied on extremely
What toy do you ask for your food? Can we just watch the video?
Exploitative labor and dangerous working conditions. But as the industry gets bigger,
Deme, has
the
Nikita ever
casualties and
been
abuses—
questioned by the police for attempting to kidnap a lost child?
No. But there was this one time when we went and we wanted to like try out the casino, and we went to the casino and the guy, like the police officer, stopped me, and I was like, oh, and he was like, how old are you? And I was like, 25. And then Nikita didn't get asked. It was just me, and I was like, okay.
You keep growing. Like when a garment factory collapsed in Bangladesh.
And this was in the Philippines. You know what the worst part is? This was it wasn't even in the UK. It was in the Philippines. Like where my people are. People should know how old I am. This was with my people. Like, how the could they not tell that I'm 25?
In 2013, killing over 1,000 workers. But the fast fashion companies that produce clothes there—
Like, dude, what kind of 25-year-old? Nah, dude, I'm just, whatever.
Faced any accountability. So it's no surprise that nearly 10 years later—
Wait, sorry, what?
Hardly faced any accountability. So it's no surprise that nearly 10 years later, a 2021 investigation by Public Eye, a Swiss human rights group—
Damn, Jesus. Maybe it's the way you dress. 100%.
Showed that factories—
The way that I dress are yoga pants and a hoodie. It's over for me.
that supply Shein are crowded and unsafe, with blocked emergency exits and people regularly working over 75 hours a week. Slavery is still an issue too. According to recent investigations, anywhere between 20 and 30% of clothes being sold in the US contain cotton from Xinjiang, a region in China with cotton farms that rely on forced labor from Uyghurs and other Muslim minorities.
Whoa.
The prices that we are offered on these clothes, that are the prices we're willing to pay, are not based in a reality where everybody involved is paid a living wage and works under good conditions. I mean, they're built off of cutting corners and exploitation.
Now, I want you to once again think of all those new clothes you bought last year. How many of them will you still be wearing next year?
Girl, you are talking to the wrong person, dude. I only had to like buy clothes now because my pants like finally broke.
Year after? The average American gets rid of 81 pounds of clothes per year, and that's nothing compared to the hundreds of billions of pounds of unsold clothing and returns that manufacturers and retailers throw away.
Wait, how are you guys not recycling clothes? I don't understand. How the is clothes not be able to be recycled or given to the poor? I don't understand. How is this a mountain of clothes here?
No one actually knows how much exactly it is, but we do know that you can see the world's textile waste from space. This mountain of discarded clothes in Chile's Atacama Desert grows by 39,000 tons per year.
What?
The polyester that
is nobody using like rags?
that's in almost
like,
all clothing these days will
How
take
is-
centuries to decompose. None of this bad PR
What?
is slowing down textile production at all.
Guys, why don't you just cut the clothes and make it to a cloth for your like washing and stuff? Like, dude, oh my god, I need to wipe my I don't know, my bathroom. Okay, well, I have a whole shirt. Let me cut it up and use that as a new rag.
Filian is on the verge of an IPO on the London Stock Exchange with a $64 billion valuation. That kind of stuff makes the fast fashion industry seem unstoppable, but there are people fighting back. First, there's that de minimis tax exemption we talked about that allowed Shein to evade tariffs. A bipartisan group of lawmakers are trying to close that loophole.
Ooh.
Meanwhile, New York lawmakers have introduced legislation to create, for the first time, legally binding environmental and labor standards for the industry. And dozens of brands have been investigated for using cotton from Xinjiang, including H&M, Nike, Uniqlo, Burberry, and Shein. But there's still a—
Oh my god, speaking about Uniqlo, I need to buy their like inner clothing because holy shit, I wore yoga pants yesterday and it's holy shit, it's so cold outside right now. And oh my god, I didn't wear any inner clothing. Dude, so I wore this open, oh my god. I wore this outside and it was as if I was wearing nothing. I could feel the air go through my pants and I'm like, oh, yeah, the heat tech. Dude, it was like pants like this where it's like open in the bottom. Like, you know, okay, let me like try to draw this real quick. It's like this. You know what I mean? Like really like open in the bottom. Like here's my shoes. Dude, the air kept flowing inside and it was so cold. And dude, I don't know.
I get
lots to
why,
be done, and
but
the industry
it
is
still
going
Yeah,
to
bell
fight
bottoms.
every
annoys
step of
me that these videos always use Americans as a default example instead of, literally the rest of the world where things usually have a bit more structure and normalcy.
That's not true. I think Shein is a problem with the 100% even more in the Philippines or in other countries, dude. I see people wearing Shein all the time. It is fast fashion. It's because it's cheaper and people are not able to afford like the more quality clothing and stuff like that. This is like an issue worldwide personally. Like, bro, cheaper. It's just like breaking the like whatever. Yo, typed on Cool. Thank you so 3 months. Demi B40 girl blasting. Okay.
way. Remember when I said Shein's IPO is in London? The
Buy
reason they're not
merino
doing
wool
it in New
inner
York
clothing.
is because they didn't want to comply with US regulations that would force them to make disclosures about forced labor in their supply chain. They haven't given up though. They're lawyering up and lobbying against those regulations. Fast fashion is the story of unchecked corporate greed in a bargain for lower prices for, well, you. Though, as we've shown, that hasn't actually worked out for consumers. We need lawmakers to continue cracking down on corporations like Shein, because we all deserve clothes that look and feel good, but don't require exploiting workers and destroying the planet just to be affordable.
True.
Thanks for watching The Classroom. We're always looking to tell more stories like this one, exposing greedy corporations and unpacking economic systems that impact all of our daily lives. What other issues do you want to see us cover?
Yeah, I forgot, dude. I don't think she talked about this, but like, are we not talking about the fact that like even the high fashion is going in less in quality anyway too? My favorite part of this, spending more money on something does absolutely nothing to guarantee the quality of a product. Absolute garbage is being sold at high end. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Even fabric to sew your own clothes is not good anymore. The entire textile industry has been plummeted. Jesus. No wonder my socks have holes.